เตรียมทุกอย่างแล้วเอาไว้ในนี้ด้วยจะได้
พวกที่เวลานี้คนดูเยอะต้องช่วง6 โมงเช้าถึง7 โมงครึ่ง
ก็ของในติ๊กต็อกกันนะ
11 โมงกว่าถึงเที่ยงบ่าย
ที่คนอยู่นะยังไม่ได้ดูเลยเพิ่งมาถึงไปฉี่มาแล้วก็ตั้งกล้องไปฉี่เสร็จก็มาตั้งกล้องตั้งไว้อันนี้ไลฟ์ส่วนตัวไม่ลืมเอาผ้ามาเก็บใช่ป่ะลืมเอากระดาษทิชชู่มาอีกไปเอากระดาษทิชชู่ไหมเดี๋ยวก็ได้ทิชชู่ก่อนลืมเบิร์ดไม่ได้ปิดกระจกรถไว้เหรอเพื่อนอ๋อยังแม่ เอากระดาษทิชชู่อะตึ๊ด
คอร์สเบรนบูสเตอร์สำหรับผู้ใหญ่เรียนสดผ่านซูมเริ่มเดือนนี้ปกติแล้วนะครับคอร์สนี้เนี่ยจะเป็นคอร์สที่เราสอนน้องๆในวัยเรียนเท่านั้นนะครับแต่ว่าเราได้รับเสียงเรียกร้องจากผู้ใหญ่มาเยอะมากๆเลยว่าอยาก
Are you ready to change your life? I mean, really change it. Not with quick fixes, but with lasting transformation. Listen, the truth is, your mindset is the key to everything. You've got dreams, right? Big ones. But without the right mindset, you'll be stuck in the same place, forever hoping, never doing. So why are you still thinking the same way you did last year? Why are you still trapped in the same old habits? Today I'm going to show you 10 positive habits that will completely rewire your mindset and take you from where you are to where you want to be. These aren't some fluffy ideas. These are proven actions that will change how you think, how you act, and ultimately, how you live. Stick with me, because if you want to level up your life, it starts right here, right now. Don't waste any more time. Let's do this. Number 1, start your day with gratitude. Starting your day with gratitude isn't just some fluffy concept. It's the foundation of how your mindset operates for the rest of the day. If you want to change your life, you need to realize that your day begins long before you start working, before you answer that email, or before you get involved in any task. It starts with you, with your mindset. It starts with your thoughts. And those thoughts should be filled with gratitude. Why is this so important? Because gratitude is a force. When you wake up and consciously choose to be thankful, your brain fires up in a completely different way than if you just get up and let life happen. Instead of getting caught up in the stress, the worries, the things you don't have yet, or the problems you're facing, you focus on what's already good. You acknowledge the blessings, big or small, that are already in your life. Starting the day with gratitude shifts the whole energy. It sets a positive tone. It tells your mind, you've got everything you need right now to be happy, to be productive, to be successful. This isn't just about acknowledging what you're thankful for. It's about truly feeling it deeply with all your heart. When you feel thankful, your energy changes. You show up as a person who is focused on what's going right, not what's going wrong. This shift has an impact on everything else you do. Think about it. How many times do we wake up and the first thought is about the problems? Maybe you're worried about something that happened yesterday, or anxious about what's coming in the day. I get it. Life throws challenges at us, and we're all dealing with our own stuff. But gratitude doesn't ignore the difficulties. It doesn't deny the obstacles. What it does is it allows you to acknowledge them while also making room for everything you've got that's good. It's not about avoiding reality. It's about changing the way you engage with it. Gratitude is about training your brain. We all know the power of habits. Our habits shape our lives. And the first habit of the day is the most powerful one of all. When you start with gratitude, you are literally setting the stage for how your brain will process information, how it will interpret challenges, and how it will focus on the opportunities ahead. Instead of walking into the day with a negative or frustrated mindset, you walk in with confidence. You walk in with optimism. You walk in with a mind that's trained to find the good, even in the midst of the hard. Now let's break down what this looks like practically. You don't have to have some elaborate ritual, and you don't need to make it complicated, but you do need consistency. In the morning when you wake up, before your feet hit the floor, take a moment, look around, feel the gratitude. It could be something simple. You're thankful for a good night's rest, for the opportunity to make today count, for the people in your life who support you, for the roof over your head, for the fact that you are breathing and alive. Here's a tip. When you're thinking about gratitude, make it specific. Don't just say, I'm thankful for everything, or I'm thankful for my family. Go deeper. I'm thankful for the way my sister always knows how to make me laugh, even when I'm having a hard day. Or I'm thankful for the fact that I'm in a position to make a difference in someone else's life today. The more specific you get, the more you activate that feeling of real, genuine gratitude. Another important aspect is to do this before you pick up your phone. The world will pull you in the direction of distractions, worries, notifications, and all the stuff that's not important. But by taking a moment for gratitude first, you build mental strength. You decide that your mind will be in control of the day, not your circumstances. You choose to start your day in a way that serves you, not one that drags you down. And don't forget that gratitude isn't just about acknowledging the good in your own life. It's also about acknowledging the good in others. Think about the people who support you, who challenge you, who inspire you. Think about the people who make a positive difference in your life. And if you feel moved to, let them know. Send a quick message. Tell them how grateful you are for them. Sometimes expressing gratitude towards others has an incredible effect on your own mindset. It reinforces the good in your life, and it spreads positivity. As you continue with your day, notice the shift. Notice how much more centered you feel. Notice how things that would typically stress you out don't seem as overwhelming. Notice how you begin to attract more of what you're grateful for. That's the beauty of gratitude. It grows the more you practice it, the more you start to see the positive things around you, and the more you build the habit of looking for solutions, for opportunities, and for growth in every situation. Over time, you'll find that the habit of starting your day with gratitude becomes second nature. It won't be something you have to consciously think about anymore. It will just be the way you approach life, the way you engage with the world. And as you continue to nurture this habit, you'll see how it rewires your mindset in ways that will affect every other part of your life. Gratitude is the starting point. It's where everything else begins. It's the cornerstone upon which you can build a life of success, a life of fulfillment, and a life that is grounded in joy and appreciation. It's a habit that doesn't cost you anything. It's a habit that is available to you right now. And it's one that has the power to change the entire course of your day, and ultimately your life. So remember, it's simple. Start your day with gratitude. Make it a practice. Make it your mindset. And watch how your life begins to shift. Watch how you become a magnet for positivity, for growth, and for everything that you're meant to achieve. You hold the power to change your day, and it starts with the simple act of being thankful. Number 2, prioritize self-care daily. Self-care isn't just about taking a bubble bath or treating yourself to a nice meal once in a while. It's a daily commitment, a decision you make every single day to prioritize your well-being. And it's not a luxury, it's a necessity. Far too many of us neglect this, thinking that taking care of ourselves means being selfish or lazy. But in reality, self-care is the foundation of everything else in your life. If you're not taking care of yourself, you won't be able to take care of others or achieve the things you truly want to achieve. It all starts with you. The first thing you need to understand about self-care is that it's personal. It doesn't look the same for everyone, and that's okay. What matters is that you're doing what you need to do to feel good, to feel healthy, and to feel balanced. Self-care means making time for yourself, even when life feels chaotic. It means putting yourself first without guilt or hesitation. Because if you're not strong, nothing around you can stay strong. Think about it. If you're exhausted, overwhelmed, or burnt out, how can you show up as the best version of yourself for your work, your family, or your friends. Prioritizing self-care isn't about doing everything at once. It's about consistency. It's about carving out space in your day to focus on your mental, emotional, and physical health. And this doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't require a full-time personal trainer, a spa membership, or a ton of extra time. What it does require is a commitment to yourself, a daily practice that builds over time. Physical self-care is often the most obvious form. It's making sure you get enough rest, eat nourishing foods, and move your body regularly. But let's go deeper than just the basics. When you prioritize physical self-care, you're acknowledging that your body is your vehicle for life. If you treat it poorly, it will break down, and you'll find it harder to do the things that matter most. Rest isn't just about getting sleep at night. It's also about recognizing when you need to step back, when you need to recharge. Don't wait until your body starts to scream at you to slow down. Listen to the quiet whispers first. Eating well isn't about following the latest diet trend. It's about fueling your body with the right nutrients so that you can feel your best. When you give your body what it needs, you have more energy, more mental clarity, and more emotional stability. You can't expect your mind to function at its best if you're constantly feeding it junk. Treat your body like the machine it is, and it will reward you with strength, resilience, and vitality. And then there's the need for movement. Movement doesn't mean spending hours at the gym or running marathons. It means finding something you enjoy that gets your body moving. Whether it's walking, yoga, dancing, or something else, make sure you're doing something regularly that keeps your body active. The benefits of regular exercise go far beyond just physical health. It improves your mood, reduces stress, and boosts your overall sense of well-being. But self-care isn't just about the body. It's also about the mind. Mental health is something we often overlook, but it is just as important as physical health. Prioritizing self-care means taking the time to check in with yourself mentally. It means being aware of your thoughts and feelings and learning how to manage them. This could be through practices like meditation, journaling, or simply setting aside time each day to be still and reflect. One of the most powerful ways to take care of your mind is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, without judgment. It's about letting go of the past and not worrying about the future. When you're truly present, you're able to engage more deeply with what's happening around you, and you're able to handle stress and challenges more effectively. It's not about avoiding negative thoughts or emotions. It's about accepting them, understanding them, and moving through them with awareness. Another powerful practice for mental self-care is journaling. This simple act of writing down your thoughts, emotions, and experiences can be incredibly therapeutic. It helps you process your feelings, clarify your goals, and reflect on your progress. When you make time to journal, you create space to release what's weighing you down and make room for the things that matter. Emotional self-care is another crucial element of overall well-being. It's about making time to nurture your emotional health and setting boundaries when necessary. If you're constantly giving without taking time for yourself, you'll quickly burn out. It's essential to recognize when you need to step back, when you need to say no, and when you need to give yourself permission to rest. Emotional self-care also involves surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, people who bring out the best in you. Relationships are important, but they should not drain you. Learn to recognize toxic relationships that do nothing but take and leave you feeling depleted. Invest your time and energy in people who support you, encourage you, and make you feel seen and heard. Your circle should be a reflection of the energy you want to bring into your life. Self-care also includes self-compassion. How many times do you beat yourself up over mistakes or perceived shortcomings? We are our own worst critics. But the truth is, you need to learn to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend. When you mess up, when things don't go as planned, be gentle with yourself. Understand that growth comes from those moments, and beating yourself up won't help you get any closer to the person you want to be. It's also crucial to set boundaries. Boundaries are a form of self-respect. They protect your time, your energy, and your mental health. When you learn to say no to things that drain you, when you learn to prioritize your own needs, you're not being selfish. You're taking care of yourself so that you can show up fully in every other area of your life. None of this is easy, and it's not something you'll master overnight. But the important thing is that you make self-care a priority even when it feels hard. It's not about being perfect or having it all together. It's about committing to your own well-being every single day. It's about showing up for yourself, even when the world tries to pull you in 1,000 different directions. The more you prioritize yourself, the more you'll have to give to others. And when you make self-care a non-negotiable part of your day, you'll find that everything else falls into place more easily. Your health, your happiness, and your success all start with how you take care of yourself. Make it a daily habit. Start small if you have to, but start now. Prioritize self-care every single day. You are worth it. And when you take care of yourself, you're able to show up and give your best to the world. Number 3, set clear and specific goals. Setting clear and specific goals is the key to turning your dreams into reality. Without goals, you're wandering through life with no direction. It's like getting in a car without knowing where you want to go. You might end up somewhere, but it won't be the place you intended. If you want to accomplish anything significant, you need a roadmap. And that roadmap starts with setting clear, specific goals. You've probably heard this before. Set your goals and work towards them. But many people don't fully understand the importance of clarity in goal setting. The more specific your goals are, the more focused and driven you'll be. A vague goal like I want to get in shape is not going to cut it. It's too general, and it leaves room for procrastination and lack of motivation. But a clear and specific goal, such as I will exercise for 30 minutes every day, 5 days a week, for the next 3 months, gives you a direct path to follow. It gives you something tangible to measure your progress against. Clarity is essential because it eliminates confusion. When you know exactly what you want to achieve, it's much easier to map out the steps needed to get there. Imagine being in a maze with no exit signs, and you don't even know what the exit looks like. It's frustrating. But when you have a clear picture of where you're going, every step you take makes sense, and the path becomes easier to follow. The next critical element is making your goals measurable. It's one thing to say, I want to be successful. But what does success look like to you? What does it mean? Success is different for everyone. For one person, success may mean earning a certain income. For another, it may mean having a balanced life with time for family. To make a goal measurable, you need to define it in concrete terms. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, define what success means to you. I want to earn $100,000 by the end of the year, or I want to complete a marathon in 6 months, are clear, measurable goals that you can track. Measurability doesn't just help you track your progress, it also builds motivation. Every time you check off a step or hit a milestone, you get a sense of accomplishment. That sense of progress keeps you moving forward and keeps you motivated. It reminds you that you're not just working aimlessly, you're making strides towards something real, something important to you. Now let's talk about how to break these goals down. Big goals can feel overwhelming, and when you look at them as a whole, it's easy to get discouraged. But if you break them into smaller, manageable tasks, it becomes a lot easier to stay on track. It's like eating an elephant. Take it one bite at a time. Instead of focusing on the goal itself, focus on the small steps you need to take to achieve that goal. If your goal is to write a book, don't worry about the finished manuscript right away. Break it down into smaller tasks. Write 500 words a day, or finish the outline by the end of the week. Each small action gets you closer to the bigger goal, and those little wins along the way keep you energized and on track. While breaking goals down into smaller steps is important, it's equally essential to have a timeline. Setting deadlines is like adding urgency to your goals. A goal without a deadline is simply a wish. It gives you a sense of accountability. It forces you to take action. Without a timeline, it's easy to put things off, to procrastinate. But when you set a deadline, you're giving yourself a reason to get moving. It might feel uncomfortable at times, but that discomfort is what pushes you to act. A deadline creates a sense of purpose. It makes your goal real, and it pushes you to make it happen. Remember that goals should also be flexible. Life is unpredictable. Things don't always go as planned, and you'll face obstacles along the way. The important thing is not to get discouraged when things don't go exactly as you imagined. It's okay to adjust your goals and timelines as needed. What matters is that you keep moving forward, even if it's not exactly how you pictured it. Flexibility is key. If you hit a roadblock, don't throw in the towel. Find a new path. adapt, adjust, and keep pushing forward. Another critical factor in setting and achieving goals is accountability. Telling someone else about your goal increases the chances of success. This could be a friend, a mentor, or a coach. Having someone to check in with, to report to, creates a level of accountability that you can't get by keeping your goals to yourself. When you tell someone about your goal, it adds a layer of responsibility. You don't want to let that person down, and you don't want to be seen as someone who doesn't follow through. This external accountability creates a sense of commitment that internal motivation alone might not provide. You should also review and track your progress regularly. Don't wait until the end to evaluate how far you've come. Set regular check-ins with yourself. Ask yourself, am I on track to reach my goal? What's working? What's not? This self-assessment helps you adjust as needed and ensures that you stay aligned with your purpose. It also provides an opportunity to celebrate small victories. Each milestone, no matter how small, is an achievement. Celebrate it. When you do, you reinforce positive behavior and give yourself the motivation to keep going. One of the most powerful tools in achieving your goals is visualization. Imagine yourself already having achieved your goal. Feel the emotions associated with that success. Picture the specific moment when you accomplish what you've set out to do. Visualizing success helps create a mental image of what's possible. It motivates you to take action and pushes you to stay focused. When your mind can see it, your body can follow. It's also essential to stay consistent. No matter how small the steps are, consistency compounds over time. The more consistent you are, the more momentum you build. Small actions taken every day lead to significant results over time. Don't expect immediate results, but trust that your consistent efforts will pay off. Consistency is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It's not the big things you do once in a while that will get you there. It's the small, consistent actions you take every day that add up to massive success. Finally, stay positive and stay flexible. There will be setbacks, and there will be times when things don't go according to plan. But a positive attitude is everything. When you believe that your goals are achievable and that you can overcome challenges, you'll find a way. Every obstacle is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become better. Keep your focus, keep your mindset strong, and keep pushing forward no matter what. Setting clear, specific goals is the first step in creating the life you want. It gives you purpose. It gives you direction. It gives you the drive to keep going, even when the going gets tough. So, get clear about what you want. Break it down into manageable steps. Set a timeline, and stay accountable. Visualize your success. Stay consistent. And don't let anything stop you from achieving your dreams. Your future starts with the goals you set today. Number 4, embrace the power of consistency. Consistency is the secret ingredient behind every successful person's journey. It's not the grand moments of inspiration or the bursts of effort that lead to lasting success. It's the steady, continuous action that compounds over time. When you embrace consistency, you create a powerful momentum that can carry you through challenges, setbacks, and plateaus. The power of consistency isn't about doing things perfectly or always being on your best game. It's about showing up every day and doing the work, no matter how small it may seem. The truth is, we live in a world that thrives on instant gratification. We expect quick results, fast success, and immediate rewards. Social media bombards us with stories of people who seem to achieve great things overnight. And we often get discouraged when we don't see the same level of progress. But here's the reality. Success is never about overnight magic. It's about small, consistent actions that add up over time. Think about the compounding effect of consistency. Just like how small amounts of money grow exponentially in a bank account. When you keep depositing it over time, small, consistent efforts in any area of life, be it fitness, business, or personal growth, build up into significant progress. It's the little things that you do each day that create the results you desire, not the big, heroic efforts that only happen once in a while. For instance, if your goal is to get fit, it's not about working out for hours on end in one single session. It's about making the decision to move your body every day, even if it's just for 20 minutes. Over time, those 20-minute workouts add up, and eventually, you will find yourself stronger, fitter, and healthier. The same principle applies to everything else in life: business, relationships, and personal development. It's about making small intentional choices each day that align with your goals. One of the key reasons why consistency is so powerful is that it builds discipline. Discipline is not something you're born with. It's a muscle you build through consistent effort. When you commit to showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, you develop mental toughness. This toughness helps you push through the days when motivation is low, when distractions are high, and when you just don't want to do the work. Consistency allows you to stick to the process, even when it's tough. And that's when growth happens. Consistency also creates trust, both within yourself and from others. When you show up regularly and deliver, you start to build a reputation as someone who can be relied upon. Whether you're working on a project or developing a skill, people begin to trust that you'll follow through because they've seen you do it repeatedly. Trust is one of the most important components of success. Without it, it's difficult to build meaningful relationships or establish credibility in anything you do. Consistency is the key to creating that trust. Another incredible thing about consistency is that it eliminates uncertainty. When you are consistent, you remove the guesswork. You know what you're doing, you know what's expected of you, and you know how to move forward. Without consistency, everything feels chaotic. You're constantly wondering whether you're on the right track or whether your efforts are making any difference. But with consistency, the path becomes clear. You're not second guessing yourself all the time. You're simply doing the work and allowing the results to unfold. It's important to understand that consistency doesn't mean perfection. Perfectionism can be a huge roadblock to success. If you're waiting for the perfect moment to act, or waiting for the perfect conditions to take that first step, you'll be waiting forever. The key to consistency is showing up even when conditions aren't perfect, even when you don't have the energy, and even when you feel uncertain. It's about doing your best, not being perfect. Consistency is about progress, not perfection. If you can commit to showing up every day, even when things aren't ideal, you will get closer to your goals than someone who waits for everything to be perfect before taking action. Another reason consistency is so powerful is that it leads to continuous learning. When you're consistently doing something, whether it's practicing a skill, learning a new concept, or working on a project, you naturally improve over time. You start to notice patterns. You begin to understand what works and what doesn't, and you become more efficient in your efforts. This continuous learning process allows you to adapt, evolve, and get better at whatever you're doing. It's not about hitting a home run every time. It's about making progress each day and learning from every step. Embracing consistency also helps you stay focused. When you make the decision to show up every day, you create a sense of purpose that drives you forward. It's easy to get distracted by all the noise around you, by the things that don't really matter, or by new shiny objects that pull your attention away. But when you commit to being consistent, you develop a laser focus on what matters most. Consistency keeps you anchored to your goals and helps you avoid getting sidetracked by things that don't align with your vision. Consistency also teaches you the value of patience. In a world that moves fast and demands instant results, patience can feel like a foreign concept. But when you commit to consistent action, you learn that success doesn't happen overnight. It's a long game. Some days progress might be slow, and you might not see immediate results. But by staying consistent, you're laying the groundwork for future success. Every small action, no matter how seemingly insignificant, is contributing to the bigger picture. There will be times when you feel frustrated, discouraged, or like giving up. But it's precisely during those moments that consistency pays off the most. When you push through the difficult times, you build resilience and strength. You prove to yourself that you're capable of handling challenges, and you develop the kind of mental toughness that makes you unstoppable. Every time you choose to keep going, even when things aren't going your way, you reinforce the habit of persistence. As you continue to embrace consistency in your life, you'll begin to see the incredible power it has to shape your destiny. Whether you're building a business, growing a relationship, or developing a new skill, consistency will be the key that unlocks your potential. It may not always feel glamorous, and it may not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Keep showing up, keep doing the work, and trust that consistency will carry you to the success you desire. Success is not the result of one big effort, but of 1,000 small efforts put together over time. Embrace consistency, and you'll see how it transforms not only the work you do, but the person you become in the process. Stay committed, stay focused, and let consistency become the foundation of your success. Keep moving forward, no matter how slow, and watch as your consistent actions lead you to the results you've been dreaming of. Number 5, surround yourself with positive people. Surrounding yourself with positive people isn't just a nice suggestion. It's an essential part of creating a successful and fulfilling life. You might have heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This is not just a catchy phrase. It's a fundamental truth. The people you interact with shape your mindset, influence your emotions, and affect your behavior in ways you may not even realize. If you want to elevate your life, you need to elevate the company you keep. Positive, uplifting people have the power to inspire you, motivate you, and challenge you to become the best version of yourself. When you surround yourself with positive people, you create an environment that nurtures growth. These are the people who encourage you when you're feeling low, who celebrate your successes, and who see the best in you even when you can't see it yourself. They won't let you settle for mediocrity because they believe in your potential. They are the ones who push you to dream bigger, think higher, and act with purpose. Positive people are like fuel for your personal development. They give you energy and motivation to keep going, even when things get tough. The power of positivity is not just about feeling good. It's about having the right mindset to achieve your goals. When you are surrounded by people who radiate optimism and possibility, you start to internalize those same attitudes. Their belief in abundance and their focus on solutions become your beliefs too. Instead of dwelling on problems and obstacles, you begin to look for opportunities and ways to overcome challenges. Positive people don't just complain about what's wrong in the world. They take action to make things better. Being around them will make you more solution-oriented, more proactive, and more resilient. But positivity is not just about staying upbeat all the time. It's about being real, honest, and encouraging, especially when things are difficult. Positive people don't sugarcoat life. They acknowledge the struggles, the pain, and the setbacks, but they also offer support, perspective, and encouragement. They don't let you wallow in self-pity or give up when you face adversity. Instead, they help you shift your focus toward growth and resilience. This is the kind of energy you need in your life. People who won't let you quit, who see the potential in every situation, and who challenge you to rise above